What's up, everybody? Today I got a special guest inside the building, Austin Mills. Austin normally comes to, let me paint the picture with Austin. So I just didn't know who he was at first, but I used to watch him. I used to always go on Synergy, look at Baylor play, and there was this white kid who was just raining threes. And so one day he came to the gym, not too long ago actually. This is a long story, a long time after we met. And he's just like, we play shooting games. Normally I'm killing everybody at shooting games. I catch fire, it's all good. But he comes through and just runs the table. Like, I'm talking about like 23s in a row, something crazy. Like, it was to the point where like 5 of us playing and just nobody was having fun because he was just killing us. And you guys know that I'm on my journey to like becoming a shooter and really working on my shot. I know a lot of that is reps, but also some of it is information. So I'm gonna give the mic over to Austin and let him tell you a little bit about himself, because he actually is one of the best shooters that I've seen in person.
Well, Dev, I appreciate that. First of all, it means a lot to me. This guy is a guru in the basketball space, of course, as you guys know. Austin Mills, I played at Baylor University, grew up in LA. I was always less athletic, undersized, of course, but the one thing that I always had was my shooting ability. Growing up, I was definitely overweight, I was slow, but I had a cannon. So I had that spot on the team. As I got older, what I realized was that my shot opened up everything else for me. So people had to guard me way out there, which I wasn't always the fastest, but because my shot was so deep, guys had to come out all the way to guard me, which created a lane for me to either drive and score or dish. That being said, I became a point guard in high school with the ability to shoot from wherever. I was the all-time leading scorer at Beverly Hills High School with over 2,000 points.
And that's big, because there was a lot of good players that come out of Beverly.
Yeah, we had some good players. I mean, 2,000 points is a lot. We had a really good conference. We had Santa Monica, Jordan Matthews, who plays overseas. We had Inglewood, we had Morningside. Good teams, as you know, you're from LA, you know these schools.
Jordan Matthews went to Cal?
Yep. Anyway, I went on to play 2 years at Pepperdine University as a walk-on. Actually, they offered me, but I wanted bigger schools at the time, so I lost that offer. I ended up walking on, starting as a freshman walk-on, which was a big accomplishment for me. Left after my sophomore year. I wanted a bigger school, I wanted a bigger crowd, I wanted a bigger everything. I went to Baylor. They offered me, I was on scholarship 3 out of 4 semesters there. The facilities were amazing. Baylor actually allowed me to get so much better just by putting up reps. If there's one thing I could say about becoming an amazing shooter, is reps. There's so many ways to say it. Everyone says practice, 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 but getting in the gym and putting up reps, whether it's on a machine or getting a buddy to come with you, reps is super important from all distances. We'll show them later some of the shooting techniques that we've used, but shooting from wherever is an ability that you can use on any level. I played in the Big 12, which was the best conference in the country at the time when I was there. We were number 2 in the country. I played in back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances, which was crazy. But like I said, everyone there was bigger, faster, stronger than me, but because I could shoot, I was deadly. I could drive, I could kick, I could lay, but the shot opened up everything for me. I'm gonna show you guys, Dev and I are gonna show you guys some keys that I've used and some tricks that Dev's learned along the way to help you guys become better shooters.
And before we get going, let me ask you a quick question. I know everybody they want the fastest way to become a great player, great, all this type of stuff. Is there an instant oatmeal, what have you, to just becoming a great shooter, like a way to just get it in like, you know, a month or 2?
Listen, I did everything. I lived and breathed basketball since I was a little kid. Stats, numbers, literally everything. I used to lay in bed at night and just shoot the ball up in the air and just work on my form. This wrist did not come easy. It comes from years of practice and just getting in the gym and putting up shots.
So that's good to hear from me. So let's get started. First off, what we're gonna try out.
All right, so this is a drill that my dad was supposed to play at Texas University on a scholarship and didn't because he got hurt. So he was always super hard on me.
Oh, so you got it in the blood, bro.
Yeah, he was a great shooter. Listen, I think you're born with it a little bit sometimes too, but this was a drill that we used since I was a little kid, and he always wanted to show me, you know, when you're young, even as you get older, you want to try and change your shot the further you go because you think you need it. But one thing that he taught me is that you don't. So this was one of the drills we did every time we came out to shoot. So basically it starts with starting off close and you have to make a shot. We're gonna take a step back all the way back to half court. Notice that my shot does not change at all.
I'll keep this ball, you wanna go to second?
This is good.
All right. I keep track of like what I'm looking at. It's under the ball, very well under the ball. A lot of wrist on it. I like looking at stuff like that.
A lot of wrist, follow through. Notice the shot has pretty much stayed the same all the way throughout. Left. Notice I'm also not jumping. All the way back here, still don't need to jump.
And before you shoot this on Y, what is that? What is specifically?
Y is just focusing on your wrist and all that upper body that you get. If you watch the best shooters, Clay, Steph, all the guys have this range of motion in their upper body that gives them that flow and that like extra bump they need to make their shots. Oh, that was too much. Nope, right. I do miss, by the way. Misses count. Ah! So this is part of it. Figuring out how to fix your shot as you go. Everything stays the same. Ah! Shooting too hard right now.
And so how far do you try to get? Because right now, I mean, I know that's a challenge for me.
This is behind an NBA three. Right now, I try to go all the way to half. That's the goal.
With no jump.
No jump. There it is. Back to white. Right. Definitely got enough strength on it. Just the aim. There it is. Oh! That was short. Fix it a little bit. There it is. I'll go in between white and half. Oh! See how everything pretty much stays the same in my shot? I use a little bit more strength. There it is. None of this is edited. We're not editing out any makes, any misses. No edits. Half. Okay. And that was it. First try. There it is. Nothing but net.
Just to put this in perspective, I'm gonna actually try it, see how long it takes me to get back there. I already know that half court, that white line is gonna be crazy for me. I know I can get it if I like start jumping, but we're gonna see. Let's
It's in
try
your
it.
head. You got it. Because I know Dev can shoot. I've shot with Dev before, but it's just different when you got to think about just using upper body.
I've got to catch fire.
Yeah. Get that rhythm.
Further back though.
Get that rhythm going.
Different story if I got to go back.
It's also mentality too, confidence.
Absolutely.
You can do it in here, you can do it in 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people.
And so wait, quick question for you. Quick question, am I bending my knees?
You can bend your knees.
Okay, I can bend them? Okay.
You can bend your knees.
Just
It's not
want to-
all upper body. It's the whole shot, it's minus the jump.
Okay, cool.
The jump is just an added feature. Up. Yep, same exact shot. Perfect.
Now it's starting to get a little
Perfect.
difficult.
Oh! There's a little jump there.
A little jump, all right.
Little jump.
Oh, God.
Got it.
All right, so now it's getting kind of hard a little
You'll
bit.
find that
Not gonna lie. Yeah,
here.
yeah. I'm trying to find the flow.
Up.
All right. I
Just helps you work on aim.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I was just going the same spot. So I know it's bad. So when I train, I know it's bad when they're having a run from my misses. The thing about with him, man, this is actually a really good point. There's good misses and bad misses. So if your misses are reboundable, it's a good miss. If they start fast breaks, it's a bad miss. All right, so you can kind of, and what helps is the arc and getting it above the rim, it'll bounce up instead of bounce this way.
That's also, going off that, everybody talks about bad shots. It's not a bad shot if it goes in.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
Right?
enough. Hey, I'm listening to the shooter today.
Damian Lillard shot a bad shot? No, it went
Very
in.
true. And who they got sent home because of it. There we go.
There it is.
Oh, I thought that was in. There we go.
There it is.
Oh, that's tough, bro. That's tough. That's tough.
You got it, you got it.
I'm right here. I'm not even at the white line.
Trust me, you got plenty. There you go. You got plenty.
Not.
Oh, a little short.
Like the board,
You're good.
I'll wipe it. I'll
You're
wipe
good.
it.
There it is. Got it.
Oh, it's changing. It's changing. All right, so.
Keep it the same. Got it. There it is. Oh, short.
No. This is tough. I like this
Tough.
stuff. I jumped.
Short.
I jumped though.
Get that.
Okay.
Yup. There you go. There you go.
So he's chasing the ball again. So
I'm out the door.
it's a. I'm gonna go a couple more. See where I can get. Yeah, it's all. Let's see if I get it to shoot it straight. Oh, I see.
Short.
Let me try one more.
Yeah, shoot a couple more. There it is.
You guys see where my limit was? I was hitting at first, but I think it's a good drill because it's really starting to help me get under, but opposed or not opposed to it. But other than that, I'm getting under the ball and like aiming and really getting this arm to like fly straight as much as possible. Obviously, the further back that we go, think about it like a kid. So like kids start off shooting from like the shoulder and all that stuff because they're not strong enough. But the further back that we go, Austin, he's a pro. He's right here at the half court line. But if I go here or I start getting back in the half court or free throw line over there, I'm gonna start doing more of this like a kid because I'm not strong enough to get it all the way there. So it's kind of interesting putting that together with that drill, and I know it's gonna help, and I'm gonna start doing it.
But now, do the same drill with the jump.
All
And
right.
now you'll see how easy it is. You just keep the same form. So this is what you do. You do it right after and see how easy it is with the jump.
That's where the jumper's right there.
Yeah.
And so how far did you try to go back when you did it? No, I'm sorry, step back. You take baby steps or?
Yeah, just one step.
I think that's always like good to know.
Like one big step.
Ooh.
See, like now you realize how much you got.
Yep.
As you start to go back, you'll realize how easy it is.
See, now I get a lot of legs in my shot. So I try to work on like both. Not jumping as high
Yeah.
and then jumping. It helps me when I jump when I'm playing against somebody. But like when I'm further back though, I don't really need to
Yeah.
as much.
Well, that's the other thing I realized too, is a lot of people tell you you need to jump super high on your jump shot, which is not true.
You know where I got it from? It's because I used to watch a lot of Kobe, Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
but they weren't like, I'll give them this, they weren't great 3-point shooters.
No.
You know what
At
I mean?
all. Like Steph is arguably the best shooter, 3-point shooter of all time. He doesn't,
he
barely
doesn't
gets off
jump.
the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
But even Clay jumps a little more, but he still, Dame doesn't jump as high. You know?
Maybe on that step.
I think, let me get this shot going. I think in mid-range it helps a lot more, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Shooting over guys.
There we go. Oh,
Yep, too much.
there we go.
There it is. There it is.
I'm changing up, I gotta keep it straight.
Yep,
I like that. I like it. Very good stuff. Very good. Oh, slip. Okay, so like stepping in?
So ball in the air, feet in there, 1, 2,
Okay.
and then into it. If your foot's already down and then step into it, it's kind of heavy.
Okay.
You don't get the same lift. Yep. Yep.
So right now, what advice would you have for me?
That's about it, honestly. It looks good, yeah? That 1-2 makes it so much easier. Gives you so much more bounce.
I never been able to shoot from back here. Ever. No, honestly, never.
If you watch Steph, almost every time he shoots from deep, he gets that little 1-2 dance step thing. Just gives you rhythm. Sure.
Ah.
Short.
need to. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, see, that's what you gotta remember. It's not in the jump.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. Short. Yeah.
Tough now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This is a good drill though. I'm gonna take it easy and let the pro do this. But I like it though. I can see where it's going too, because the further back I started to move, especially when I started to incorporate legs, I started to do things like this instead of going straight up.
Keeping that same shot. Yep.
Yep.
Oh!
Yep. Yep.
Now every time I shoot now, I do that same 1, 2.
I want to.
Every time we work out, he would tell me 1, 2, 1, 2, same shot. Ball in the air, feet in there. You just gotta make sure that you're in the air when the ball comes so they don't. Some reps fall the trap. Short. All right. Also right.
I watched JJ. I bought an old VHS at JJ Redick, and he used to do something similar like this.
JJ in college is one of the best shooters I've ever seen. Unbelievable.
He also shot a half-court shot shooting normal.
Ah! I'm gonna miss it right now. There it is. There it is. Oh,
It was straight though. Straight.
too much. Oh, that's right. Oh my God.
Next one.
Those happen every once in a while. Especially from out here. There it is. Take the black. Oh! We'll go half. Same shot.
That's cool. Good stuff.
You guys notice I started to get like a little rhythm towards the end. That's what really gets your shot going. That's why I'm gonna try to beat the world record.
He's gonna beat the world record. So make sure you guys tune into his channel. Your YouTube is what?
Austin Mills on YouTube.
Austin Mills on YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe and turn on his notifications. We'll see you on the next video.
Thanks guys, peace.
Today, I'm re-releasing the Hezi package for those who weren't able to cop it the first time. This package includes detailed videos on how and when to do the move and why it works. It's been working for me since I've been young, and also for my college and pro players. And give it some time, it'll work for you. So if you're looking to freeze your defender, click the link in my bio or go to 10,000hours.com and cop the Sub-Zero package. A one-time payment of $59.99 to have a move you can use for the rest of your life.